Like Monopoly money. What's up, guys? It's your big uncle. We're in Luang Prabang.
We made it.
Yeah, it was
The train was awesome.
a pretty amazing journey yesterday. This town so far is super nice, very chill. Definitely Chiang Mai vibes. We're gonna go get some breakfast and we're gonna wander around and do a little bit of the city today, see what's up. We found a driver who's gonna take us around and show us some stuff over the next couple days. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to see so much of the town yesterday because we got in and it was already dark, but we did have a really good meal, a pretty decent massage, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of the city. What about you, Bum?
Yes, it's gonna be exciting. I saw there's all the temples and stuff. Looks like there's some cool viewpoints too.
And the town is so small, guys. You can, you know, at least this old town part of it, you can walk from one side to the next in like a couple minutes. The Mekong River is just behind us, and ahead of us there's another river. So it's basically like an isthmus between the two rivers. So this should be a very beautiful city. I'm really looking forward to exploring, seeing what...
We're going to the other side now.
Yeah, we're walking towards the other river now, but I don't think we're going quite as far. We're just gonna make a left and hit up this cafe. It's supposed to have pretty good breakfast. Yeah, it's a very chill place. So far, the people have been extremely nice. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of the city. Guys, so check this out. These are like the traditional wooden houses. They're just everywhere here. Very cool little city so far. But again, we barely just scratched the surface. So today, we're gonna wander around and try to get into something.
Hey guys, we just ordered some food. This place was packed when we walked in, so hopefully it's gonna be good. It seems like a lot of people are working online here, so the Wi-Fi must be pretty good.
All right, guys, so we're gonna go take a walk over to where the two rivers meet. Maybe hit up a cafe or something. Wait for the weather to cool down, and I think we're gonna go climb the mountain. So far, I definitely think this would be a really great spot for digital nomads, online workers, people who just want to be somewhere low-key and chill. Definitely has Chiang Mai vibes, but much smaller, more relaxed, much less people, and the architecture is absolutely beautiful.
And it's a tourist town, but it's still pretty cheap. You notice that?
Yeah, it's definitely not gonna break the bank, pretty much any budget, depending obviously what you're doing, but you could definitely downsize your lifestyle, or live a lavish and luxurious lifestyle. I think it's a little something for everybody. Nice place. I think it would be a nice place possibly to retire also, but I'm not so sure about the healthcare in Laos. I could imagine that you would probably want to have some sort of insurance that would airlift you to Bangkok if need be.
Right.
But overall, yeah, really nice city. Super relaxed, laid back. A little bit cold at night, actually. That was nice.
Well, for us.
Yeah,
it's like 75.
Yeah, 75, but for us it's a little cold.
Fahrenheit. So probably like 20 something Celsius.
Maybe, yeah, like 20 Celsius. Which
not
for
so
us,
good with the translation.
yeah, for us it's cold. Maybe for you it would not be, but
yeah, because
I
don't think most people would be cold here at all.
We've been pretty climatized to Southeast Asia.
Unless you're from Southeast Asia. Oh, this looks cool.
Yeah, let's see, what's this? Oh, okay.
Cross.
Yeah. And this, my friends, is the mighty Mekong. The mighty Mekong River.
Wow.
How beautiful is this, huh? Of course, you've got the Guardian overlooking it.
So cute.
Kind of like cat monster looking thing, right? It looks like a cat, I think.
Cat dragon.
Cat, kind of cat meets dragon. Yeah, look how cool this town is, guys. There's a Wat up there. It's interesting, in Lao they spell it with a V, so they spell it like Vat, whereas in Thailand it's Wat. Maybe it's pronounced the same, I'm not sure. But yeah, how chill is this? You see all the wooden houses, guys? Very nice aesthetic.
Look at these tuk-tuks, Johnny. They look weird. They're like new.
Oh yeah, this is a different tuk-tuk, huh? Well, this is more of a tourist town, so it kind of makes sense.
Is it electric or something?
And what's interesting about Vientiane when we were there is it's not so much of a tourist town, it's more of like a visa run town. Like I feel like most people just go there to extend their Thai visa. Here I feel like this is actually a destination. And you can see why. I mean, look at the beautiful architecture. Look at the Mekong. I mean, this is absolutely stunning.
So pretty.
I'm really looking forward to getting into this city and seeing more. This is definitely a place I could hang out for a bit. I wonder if they have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Shit, if they don't, maybe I'll be the first one to bring it. We'll see what's up. But yeah, it's definitely a destination. Got the wooden houses.
Tuk-tuk tour service.
Peninsula, Zeng Tong View Coffee and Massage. Coffee and massage. So not two things I've ever considered to go together, but hey. Yeah, how nice is this though? And you guys can see there's way more like families, tour groups, retirees.
That restaurant is packed.
Yeah, a lot more people coming through here than in Vientiane.
Wow, look.
Let's see. Yeah, guys, look at this scenery. Wow. Stunning.
Look, they're swimming right there.
Oh, people are swimming?
Yeah, you see them?
No.
I think it might be too small.
Maybe too small. I think too small for the GoPro. Oh no, I see them. Yeah, they're over by the rocks. But the GoPro definitely ain't picking that up.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, I'm liking it so far. I mean, it's just such a peaceful place.
There's like these little alleyways with brick. And sometimes they cut through to the next street. It's much nicer than walking down the street because most of it's shaded, you know?
Yeah, these kind of will connect to the road that's above normally. I mean, I don't know about this one, but the one next to our house, it connects to the next road up, and then there's another one that connects to the next road up.
Yeah, it's kind of nice instead of walking in the sun.
Yeah, very, very chill.
Oh, we're almost at the cafe.
All right, so we're gonna go hit this cafe on a point where the two rivers converge. But as you can see, guys, everything is all about these wooden houses.
Jay, I found another place. It looks like they sell the yogurt similar to Vung Tao.
Oh, so they have the Vietnamese style yogurt?
But I don't know. It's probably a different style, you know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's their own.
But I'll show you right here. It has 4.0.
Zang Tong yogurt.
Look what the yogurt looks like.
Ooh, yeah, it's like
right?
It's like Vietnam style.
So I don't know. It's also in this area if you want to stop there.
All right, yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
I used to always like getting a yogurt when I go to Vung Tao because they're famous for their yogurt. Their frozen yogurt is very good.
Somewhere here, Jay. Viewpoint Cafe.
So it's interesting. I'm not really so sure what to make of the town yet. Like, it does seem kind of like a family travel destination, but there seems to be online workers, digital nomads. I've definitely seen people working on laptops in cafes.
The prices are reasonable. How much was our breakfast?
Our breakfast was about $10 for two people, and that was 2 dishes, coffees, drinks, an extra croissant. Look at the kitty.
Oh my God, John.
Aww. Looks like someone's a mama.
So cute. Chilling. There's a lot of cats here, guys. Like, we've already seen probably over 10 cats, and this is our first full day here.
Oh, how cute is this girl? She's a girl, I could tell. She looks like she might be pregnant. Got the big belly going on.
I don't know.
The cats are so small here.
There's so many of them. Oh, here it is, Jay.
Okay, so this is the park?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's cross over. Let's have a look.
This is the park, and that's the cafe on the left.
Oh, okay, so that's the cafe that we may hit.
It's called Viewpoint Cafe. They have a beautiful view.
Sounds like a plan.
And this is the park right here.
Okay.
It's easy.
Yeah, all right. And is this where the two rivers meet? I see. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
look,
do you see it?
So
they have a perfect view.
So that's the Mekong over there. Okay, cool. Let's go.
You want to go in the park first?
Yeah, let's go check out the park first, and then we'll go chill there for a bit.
Yeah.
So it's still super hot. We're chilling on this embankment over the river for a minute. Misha's just getting some pictures, beautiful scenery. The city is very nice. Kind of wandering around the peninsula, avoiding the sun a bit at the moment because it's still pretty hot. We're gonna maybe go have some lunch. There's a place that's supposed to be really popping. We couldn't even get into it last night. They were closing the kitchen right as we showed up. So maybe we'll go have lunch there. Then I think we'll try to climb the mountain and go wander into the old town a little bit more and see what else we can find. But I gotta say, so far I'm really liking it here, guys. Very, very peaceful environment. Yeah, this would be a really nice place to be based. Absolutely. So this is what we were talking about when we were saying that there's all these cool little alleyways everywhere that interconnect the streets. This is one of them, and they are nice and shady and lots of traditional houses. Very interesting. I like it quite a bit, actually. This is such a beautiful city. I mean, I don't even think video can do it justice, honestly. It's hilly, it's got temples everywhere, views of the river, mountains. It's just a really beautiful place. Speaking of temples everywhere, have a look.
Oh, nice.
Boom. All right, guys, so we found this temple. They want 20,000 each. It's like $1 to get in. Got two tickets. It looks pretty grand. I don't know exactly what it is or what its story is, but we'll check it out. So this is what I mean by literally every time you turn a corner, you find a temple. Kind of really has a Chiang Mai vibe to it. Reminds me a lot of Chiang Mai, but more hilly in the city. Whereas Chiang Mai has the mountain, but the rest of the city is not so much hilly. It's pretty flat. This is quite hilly. It's got the wooden houses. You know, in Chiang Mai, the temples are old and the gate is old, but most of the buildings are newer, whereas here, most of the buildings are old. So yeah, this is quite interesting. I guess we'll have to check it out. Wow, this is pretty grand. That's very ornate. Guys, check out this mosaic. It's incredible. It is so beautiful. I've actually never really seen it with this type of very plain, kind of solid colored background. It's very, very beautiful. Have a look. So, of course, we have our Buddha relics, but look above. Look at this. This is all mosaic, guys. And obviously it's telling some kind of a story. These are common in Southeast Asia. I've just never seen one where they use a simple red background like this. It's quite interesting. The gold and the red, it's very beautiful. You know, as you guys can see, they're clearly telling some kind of a story. This is a very unique temple. The main hall just reminded me of any other temple I've been to, but this is quite unique. And look at this. I believe this is for burial purposes because that looks like an urn there.
Oh, they burn. They cremate.
Yeah, somebody who's clearly very important. Because you know how I don't know, for you guys who have never been to Southeast Asia, you may not know this, but when people die, they have these floating kind of like monuments, almost like mini temples on wheels, and they drive them around the city. This looks like a much more grand and ancient version of that, basically. Now, if you're from Laos, tell me if I'm correct. Is this for the purposes of burial? Because I believe, you know, that's my guess. I believe it is, but correct me if I am wrong. Either way, what a structure, huh? So don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's a cremation urn because living in Southeast Asia, you guys will see this a lot. There's a similar structure to that when people pass away. Sometimes the families will put them in and kind of parade them around the city, blasting music and celebrating. on the back of like, usually it's being pulled by something like one of those kind of like older Japanese big engine motorbikes or something like this, and they'll parade around the city with it.
Sometimes it's a truck.
Yeah, it could be a truck sometimes. Yeah, there's different, I've seen different ways that they tow it around, but I've definitely seen it, and I know it's related to funerals. So my guess is that since this is a similar style of Buddhism to Kampuchea and to Thailand, that it's probably something like that. So if you're from Laos, let me know in the comments section. This is the thing with us guys. We are not these wannabe YouTube characters who walk around and pretend to be experts on everything. You wanna know what I'm an expert at? Opening up companies in Southeast Asia, visa fixing, okay? I don't know history of the region as well as a local would know or a historian would know, so rather than trying to be some wannabe and pretend I'm something I'm not, I don't bother with it. I just say this is a beautiful structure. I really enjoy the aesthetic. I think I have an idea what it is. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm not. But I don't need to go on Wikipedia and look it up 5 minutes before I go there, so I seem like I'm really knowledgeable. But honestly, I've really enjoyed it. What about you? What do you see as far as differences between like the temples in Thailand, the temples in Cambodia, and the temples in, for example, here in Laos? What do you see that's so different with Laos? Because for me, it's
very similar.
The wooden aesthetic. There's more, and I think they use less grandiose colors, and I see less bling, less jewelry, kind of like less jade and emerald.
Yeah, seems to be more detailed here. Like they use the mosaic inside the wall, whereas in Thailand, sometimes it's all over the outside of the building, but not necessarily like a picture is made out of it. It's just like for decoration to make the building shine. Whereas here it's more, they're like telling a story inside.
They do that in Thailand and Cambodia too, but I usually see it with paintings, not so much with the mosaic.
Yeah, it's not like...
They'll paint like the story onto the wall, you know, on the inside of the temple. But this is like literally mosaics into the walls of the temple. They're using broken glass, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah, there's just a lot more detail, I would say.
Yeah, it's Thailand and Cambodia both have geometric patterns also inside their temples, but this one is, I don't know, that's something I agree with Michelle about. It's very distinctive. The kind of the gold and the plain colors, the black, the reds. It's a very nice temple.
Yeah, it seems like they pick a color. This one seems to be black and red, and then they just kind of fill it with detail, whether it's paint or the gold pictures.
I think these are like gold, possibly like gold plated. I don't know. I don't think it's definitely not real gold, but. Or it could be like a real gold plating. But yeah, guys, it is a hot one today. That was a cool temple. We enjoyed it. We're gonna go wander over to the spot we tried to eat at yesterday.
See if it's open.
Bomb food, so from what we hear. So let's go see if it lives up to its reputation. Oh, look, there's another temple. Look at this. Like I'm telling you, look at that. Not even a couple meters from the temple we just left. And here is another one. Look at this. Another beautiful one. This one's quite beautiful, wow. All right, this one's a little more distinctive with the white facade. It almost looks like they took a French colonial building and like
meditation in there.
Converted it, wow. All right, one more, let's take a look. This one actually does.
There's more. There's another one there too.
Well, we don't have to go in it, but I want to see what they did here. This looks to me like they took a French colonial building and converted it, because look at the windows, the wood panel and the facades. Oh, that's so interesting. Huh. This is a meditation event or some, what does it say? Meditation exhibition and Buddhist archives. Wow, this is an interesting structure. Cool. Yeah. See what I mean, guys? This street is just completely lined with temples. This is such a Chiang Mai vibe to me, but less people, much less people, and much smaller city. Like, I mean, you scale Chiang Mai down a lot for Luang Prabang, but I don't know, and that is the charm, a little bit, right? So I guess we'll keep walking down this street and keep passing temples.
Yeah, there's another one.
There's another one, so we'll get a look. You know, guys, to be honest with you, I've been to a lot of temples, and I'm not dying to go into a ton of temples at the moment, because, like I said, unless they're like the specifically must-see temples, they do sort of start to all look kind of the same to me after a while. But like I said, every once in a while I'm surprised, and that one across the street was quite surprising. Very different than some of the temples I've seen before. The other one that we just saw earlier, also kind of an exceptional temple, stands out, right? But look at that. The architecture in this city is so nice, guys. Really beautiful architecture here. But yeah, you know, when I first came to Chiang Mai, I must have went to hundreds of these temples, and yeah, after a while, you do realize quite a few of them are very similar. There are ones that are distinctive, like in Chiang Mai, there's one where Buddha changes colors, and he's got these neon lights behind him, and he glows and changes colors. There's, of course, Wat Pho, you know, the giant reclining Buddha with emerald or pearl feet. There's always going to be the ones that are something truly exceptional, but some of them are pretty much kind of the same, right? So let's take a look at this one. This is also really nice, but again, I don't see anything too particular that jumps out at me. It looks almost the same as the first one. The geometric patterns are somewhat different, but still similar. And
if you haven't been to Southeast Asia before, it's probably going to be very interesting for you.
yeah,
Because you probably saw nothing like this before.
yeah, if you're from a country where you're not exposed to these type of things, then this would be super interesting. And it was for me when I first got here, but now after living here for like a pretty long time, you know, I still enjoy a good temple, but like I said, it needs to be something a little extra.
Yeah, for me, it's like, remember in Vietnam, we happened to go and they're having like, I don't know, I guess it's a prayer session, but they're all chanting, or they're all like, I don't know, singing together. It's really cool when you're there for that.
Yeah, or
Like
like
you happen to be there when they're doing like a ceremony, you know?
or like, remember when we were in Malaysia and we went to the Hindu temple and they started performing some sort of rituals with music and things like this? That was amazing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's better if you go and there's something going on.
You can experience kind of what's happening. Like we went to the festival in Ven Cheng. If you guys haven't seen that video, we'll post it here. And man, that was a surreal situation. Absolutely crazy to be there. That was
like, it's cool when you go to the temple, but then it's way cooler when you go and there's like something going on.
like a festival or an event, or if certain temples have very specific characteristics. Like for example, you might have, like I was saying before, giant Buddhas with mother of pearl feet, or giant emerald Buddhas.
Yeah, or the one in Bangkok, what is it called? Wat Arun?
Wat Arun, which is just a mosaic
Crazy
work of
old,
art.
yeah.
Also in Vietnam, the Heaven and Hell Temple in Dalat to this day is my favorite temple. Between the giant Lady Buddha and the Vietnamese Heaven and Hell, I mean, the place is surreal. It's an absolute must-see. So that sticks out to me as something that's quite spectacular.
Well, what would you say the differences are from the Vietnam temple compared to like Thailand, Laos, Cambodia style? Because they're different.
Yeah, they're definitely different.
They're different for sure.
They're two different types of Buddhism completely. Basically, this type of Buddhism, you see a lot more Hindu characteristics. The Vietnamese type of Buddhism, you see almost more emperor worship and like Chinese characteristics, right? So here you're gonna see a lot of elephants, a lot of characters that look like they're wearing like almost like Hindu style outfits, right? Whereas the Vietnamese didn't really have that Hindu influence. So their influence comes more from Confucianism and from Chinese philosophy, right? So the styles are very, very different. You can look at a Vietnamese temple, or you wouldn't really call it a temple. Generally, they call it pagodas. They do have temples, but the temples tend to be more Chinese, and the pagodas tend to be more like Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, yeah, for sure.
And all the pagodas are very similar to the temples here, where they'll have like a stupa next to the main, prayer structure or hall.
It's just like a different type of stupa.
Very different, very different.
Yeah.
It looks entirely different. They both incorporate the animals that they're around in their environment, obviously, but I find that there's much more of a Hindu influence in Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and I believe Myanmar is the same. I think this city could rival Chiang Mai for sheer number of temples. I mean, I've just been walking for, I don't know, hour, past like several temples. We passed a few that we didn't stop in, and the two that we showed you guys, and we just passed another few. So yeah, it's just, there's like a temple, I think, on almost every street here. It's crazy.
Or several.
And they're
Several on every street.
yeah, and they're quite nice too. Some of them are quite grand.
It's pretty easy to get around too.
Oh, this is so easy.
It's not, you're not gonna get lost, I don't think.
This is so walkable. It's like really, really walkable, guys, this city. And it's laid out in a way that actually makes quite a bit of sense. It's just a grid. It's a grid between the two rivers. I mean, it's really hard to get lost, right?
Yeah.
At least in the old town. Now, I know there's a newer part of the city. Not sure what that's like, but I would guess that it's like similar to like Venchang or something like that. This is definitely the part of the town, for all intents and purposes, where digital nomads, expats, travelers, tourists, this is where they would probably be most interested. I imagine that the main part of the city would just house a lot of like administrative stuff, and you know, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
There's a lot of tourists here.
Yeah, this seems like the spot that you want to focus on if you're in Luang Prabang. This old town area here, and it is super easy to get around. So yeah, you can get around with a bicycle, you can get around on foot, and you can get around on a motorbike. And there's plenty of tuk-tuk guys looking to grab you, so.
Oh yeah, they're just waiting in front of like the popular restaurants.
Every restaurant, or in front of cafes or tourist sites. Yeah, you won't ever have trouble getting a tuk-tuk. Just you know, negotiate hard, because this is a tourist town, guys. So they are probably not going to do the right thing by you unless you are real clear. But honestly, transportation doesn't seem like an issue. I mean, seems like you could kind of pick your mode. Like, I like places that are walkable, and I tend to find that it's one of the things I don't love about Southeast Asia is that life here largely revolves around a car or a motorbike. You know, maybe with the exception of like Kuala Lumpur and Bangkok that have metros, you know, Singapore and more developed countries in North Asia, but a lot of the rest of Southeast Asia, man, it's about the bike or the car. And I'm somebody who really likes walking, so this city has a lot to offer for me, because it's extremely walkable. The only thing I'd say is you probably don't want to start going out until maybe 3 o'clock, because it's crazy fucking hot. The sun's still really, really, really hot.
Yeah, it's just a cloud is covering now, but not for long.
Yeah, right now it's cool. We're in a nice cloud. It's all good.
Is nice.
Yeah, wow, look at this home. Guys, take a look at that. That's what I mean. This is just beautiful. Guys, I love these alleyways. The only thing that would make this place better, oh my God, imagine legal cannabis here. Oh, I really hope this spreads in Southeast Asia. Oh man, this is just a breathtakingly beautiful place. Look at this, everywhere you look. These wooden houses. Take a look at this one across the street, guys.
So pretty.
Colorful. I guess like a cafe or a restaurant. I've seen this one, the Popolo. Yeah, this is supposed to also be very good. And that's another thing, guys, the food game in this town, oh my God. The food game is good. The food game in Laos in general is very good. Like, they use way more vegetables than Thailand.
Yeah, I like it so far a little bit better than Thai food, just because they have more options for us pescatarians, I guess you call us. Like, we eat fish and eggs. And not a lot of their food is fried. I mean, they definitely do have fried food. There's also other options.
Yeah, you can find food here, and what I like about it is more vegetables. Like in Thailand, sometimes it's hard to get a lot of vegetables in your food, whereas here everything comes with heaps and heaps of fresh vegetables, right? You can do it in Thailand, but it's at a certain price point. Whereas I found even the cheap food in Vientiane had a lot of herbs, and it's like Vietnam, where they give you lots of veggies for your food, and I quite like that.
But different style.
It is different. It's not Vietnamese style for sure. The food so far, I've seen quite a lot of Thai dishes actually. Oh, look, guys, seriously, another temple. Yeah, this is quite grand also.
Yeah.
But it still kind of reminds me of
Looks like Thailand.
a typical Thai temple.
How I would say that it's not Thailand is like there's not so much point.
Yeah, maybe a little less bling bling.
Not like shining in the reflection of the sun. Like in Thailand, all these, you see these dragons at the top, they would be like glowing or something.
Sure, because the light would be beaming off the stones that they used. Yeah. They're much more like pop. Yeah.
They really make it diamondy.
Yeah, I mean, this is very beautiful. It's a nice temple, but like I definitely could have seen that in Chiang Mai. The first two that we saw, they were more unique. Are you thinking of living, working, or doing business in Laos? Laos is an incredible country that's often overshadowed by its more well-known neighbors. It's a diverse country with a beautiful landscape and beautiful people. It offers a tremendous amount of opportunity for someone with an open mind. Are you thinking of retiring, working, doing business, or just living in a place where life moves at a different pace? If you're thinking about living and working in Laos or doing any kind of business in Laos, reach out to us on the Facebook fan page because we have the contacts you need to make your transition to Laos smooth. We provide you with contacts for visas, housing, real estate, local fixers, and anything else you might need to get you started in this incredible country.
Brush your face and wash your teeth, son.
Hey, what's up? I'm D from Canada. Hook up with the New York Nomad if you want a smooth ride into Vietnam or any Southeast Asian countries.
Hey, my name is Aaron. Get in contact with the New York Nomads. If you want to get into Vietnam, hit them up. They'll get you in securely and professionally.
Yo, this is Uncle Hollywood. I'm telling you right now, the New York Nomad got me a job. He's legit. Hit him up. Check him out.
New York Nomad set me up in Vietnam.
Yo, my man got me a job. Come to Vietnam.
Hey, what's up, guys? You thinking about coming to Vietnam? You're not sure where to start. You've heard a lot of things online. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's not. We offer a consulting service where we help you get on your feet in Vietnam. We give you advice on negotiating contracts with employers. We help you with real estate agents, visa agents that are reliable and that you can trust. We help you get started in this amazing country and get on your feet. We help you get into different opportunities that might be more difficult for you if you were just landing in the country on your own. And we help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls and problems that you could have as a newcomer here. We provide you with reliable job recruiters, visa agents, real estate agents, and advice. If you guys are thinking about coming to Vietnam, hit us up for a consultation. We'll help you get started, help you get on your feet, and hopefully you'll love Vietnam as much as we do.